How the fuck do you learn how to play drums like that, motherfucker?
Piss off, Rasputin. You dickless bitches!
I've had it with this fucking community. Everybody has dug on somebody somewhere. Possibly being, and now you think you're a fucking princess sitting on a fucking barrel right now, lying about me.
Oh my God! Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Hi. How are you this evening?
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun one.
Welcome to all you dickless bitches. Dilly Dimp, may I say, you definitely take after your father because that motherfucker had dimples. In his World War II photo, Amy, Dilly's dad had dimples. Dilly's dad had dimples. A triple D.
Dimples are cute. I love.
I gotta
dimples.
say, if I had a soldier coming up to me with fixed bayonets, and he had dimples like that, I'd be like, dude, you got dimples. You can't fucking stab me with that bayonet. Come on. And then I'd run him through my bayonet. I would play trickery on him, Amy. Play trickery. Did you know Bob has new rules?
Really? It's been an adventurous week, hasn't it? Like last couple days.
You haven't heard Bob's new rules?
No, I don't listen to him.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna blow my nose like a man blows his nose. Hold on, Amy. I'll keep the mic on. You ready? How do you like that? How do you like that? Chad, do you concur?
Oh, he's in the other room.
I blew my nose like a man blows his nose. That's the new rules around here. You got to blow your nose like that. None of this bullshit tissue, Bob.
Wait, what?
Let those boogers fly.
That's a new rule about how you have to blow your nose?
Yeah, like that.
Huh.
Plug up one nostril and let it fly. I'm outside, Amy. I'm one with nature when I go live. I like being outside.
Okay.
Well, Christine, not only do you have to cam up, but you have to cam up for the entirety of your live, the whole live. I think I finally figured out Bob's motive, Amy.
Mm-hmm.
Bob wants someone to camp. Bob wants you, me, or anybody who he knows what we look like, right?
Why do I need to cam up with Bob? I've met him in person.
Well, here's why. He wants you to cam up for the entirety of the live. I think I figured out his strategy. Bob hates it when we make fun of him and call him a baby.
Uh-huh.
And we tease him and we mock him. You know what I mean? And we talk about his shoelaces and his shit stories and his Save Robbie pillow. And later tonight, folks, let me remind you, Iva and I are going to go live, Amy. And we're going to point out 3 consistently varying stories of Bob's Grindr rape story. 3 stories, all different. Amazing, isn't it? A devoted member of my community sent me 3 links. I downloaded them all with timestamps of Bob admitting 3 different occurrences of this fucking scenario. Can you believe that shit?
Well, if you don't want people to know about it or talk about it, don't bring it here.
Well, Bob, you're a fucking liar. And I'm sorry, but I got to expose you for that. You are mocking rape by claiming you've been raped when you have not been raped. And he admitted it tonight by saying it was just a bad sexual experience.
Yeah.
We're going to dig deep into
out,
this.
then it's whatever.
Well, we're going to dig deep into this because Bob mocks rape, and we can't let that stand. Did you know he doxed my mommy?
Yes, I do. I do know that.
He doxed my mommy.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that one, Bob.
My goodness. What did my mommy ever do?
This is what he does.
He's very angry. He's very angry. And he doxed my mommy, and I thought that was very savage of him because my mommy's 83 years old. And now if my mommy gets swatted or anything happens to her, well, I guess it's Route 80 westbound, Bob, for me.
It's his fault.
Straight over to Colorado Boulevard. If my
Mhm.
mommy gets harmed, I'll have to drive to your house, and we'll have to square it away like men, Bob, in the street. I don't
I
think
would film that.
I'm
I would
out of
put that on
line by
video.
saying so. If he harms my mommy, I'll have to defend her, Amy. That's what I'm saying. I have to defend my mom. Bob
Yep.
doxed the
Have
fuck out
to.
of her last night. He
You
was
defend
doxing
your
her to
mom.
do
You don't
shit.
criticize her, call her names, lie
Should
about
I
her,
call
put
my
her down.
mom right now? Should I call my mother and get her up here? Let's get this over with, really. All right, we'll do it another time. I'm going to call my mother and we're going to square up with Bob. He's not going to sexually assault me. We all know that Bob looks the other way at pedophilia when it suits him. When Bob had an opportunity to get a new house, all paid for by his boyfriend, soon to be
Mhm.
husband, soon to be ex-husband, he took it, and he found
Mhm.
out that Butthead, his brother-in-law, was a pedophile, but he chose
Mhm.
to give that man a second chance, being a pedophile. It was okay with Bob. As long as he got a new house out of it, he got to brag to all you bitches. And, have his husband paint him a little YouTube studio,
Well, he
right?
never really got a new house out of it because the house was in
Well,
bad
it's not his
financial.
anymore. It's sold to a new couple, a new loving couple. A new loving couple lives in Bob's old house, and Bob no longer has a house or all his life's belongings or dogs or pets or anything. Very irresponsible of him to choose methamphetamines over the people he loves.
Mhm.
But I think that he has a new technique, Amy. He wants us to cam up for the entirety of our lives. Why do you think that is? That we can't just cam up for 5 or 10 minutes. It needs to be
I
90
don't
minutes.
want to. That's why, Bob. I'm
I'll
not
tell
going to
you
give you what
why.
you want.
It's because it's what Bob wants.
Mhm.
And it's all Bob wants because Bob has an inability in his inner person. Bob is unable to come at us and just riff for an hour and a half and make someone go berserk. He can't do it.
Right.
I can. Bob can't. Amy can. Bob can't. Even Tiffany can. Pesky can. Iva can. All you bitches can. Bob cannot. There's two Amy's because we're going to play some clips, Dilly. We're going to yell at Noodle Mash for a little while. This live's not about Bob. It's about Noodle Mash. I don't want to take up this important live about all about Bob, but he was
Look,
just live. You know what I
you've
mean?
been waiting for this.
Yeah. What's Noodle Mash up to, Amy?
Well, I just haven't had time because I've been busy. Like, so we're gonna take care of this. I'm sick of being called a liar. So we're gonna take care of this whole thing with Pristine and show the proof and show the lies and all of that
You're not
stuff.
Block
So,
Cherokee, girl. You're not Block Cherokee.
so we're gonna go back to the live where all that crap happened, right, with Noodle. And when she remember when she went live and then she turned her comments off and went off on everybody.
Yes.
Well, what happened is the live before that, she was in there and a lot of people were upset because whatever her relationship is now with Cole, that's her business, right? It was basically a stab in the back to a lot of people because they've stood by Noodle, supported her, helped her with her lawyer, did a lot of things for her. And when, and especially Pristine, and Pristine's been attacked, she's been trolled, she's been all of this stuff, right?
Does Cole still
And
hate Pristine?
Cole?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's on a lot love bomb. But a lot of people when you get when people do to you like what Cole's done to people, um, they just don't want to deal with them anymore. Like they don't need to forgive him. They just don't want to interact with them.
All right. Pristine is saying yes, he's still attacking her. So
Yes.
he made peace with Noodle, but Pristine,
Hmm.
niche. Not you, Pristine. Sorry.
Right.
You don't make the list.
Right. So Noodle goes live. She's upset because people were saying like they don't want anything to do with Cole. Like they're not going to support or be in our chats anymore because Cole's there. That's our right. That's
All
our
right. So,
opinion.
so Amy, Pristine
Mhm.
cannot be forgiven because Pristine supported Noodle Mash, who Cole now forgives.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
So what happened is
Christine
when
was
Noodle.
yeeted.
Right. So what happened is that live where all this went down. Pristine, there was an account called Juicy Heifer or whatever in that in Noodles Live, and Pristine was commenting to that account. I have proofs. Okay, so she was commenting to that account, and I guess Noodle took it the wrong way. Okay, like she was responding to her, and that's not what happened. So that's kind of how all this happened, and then nobody wants to be in Noodle's chat with Cole. Like that's everyone's choice, right? And Noodle does that live the next
Hmm.
time, and she has the chat turned off and saying things that aren't true. And all of Christine's comments were deleted. Everything got deleted in there. Okay.
Will we be there to support Noodle when this Target shopping fagula turns on her?
I'm not. I'm done.
So
I
she's
will
on her
never.
own.
Mhm. Yeah.
She
Yeah.
lies about people, God loves me said. She's an attention whore.
So we're gonna go through all of Pristine's chat because Noodle deleted them, but on Pristine's end of it, you can go into your history and go to interactions and go to live feed, like live chat feed, right, and get your comments, even though they're deleted on Noodle's side. So we're gonna go through all of them to prove what because Pristine was responding to an account,
Do you think
actually,
if we do this live tonight, Tiffany will come to Noodle's aid?
probably.
I'm just wondering, Noodle Mash, if Tiffany comes to your side to support you in all this after tonight, what will you do? We want to know. I think she'll kiss
Yeah,
Tiffany's asshole. What do you think?
maybe I'm backstage. So this is the account. It got deleted. Okay, so one of the mods deleted this. This is the screenshot that was in Noodles Live. Okay,
Tiffany can't stand Noodle Mash, Christine? Really? Tiffany hates Noodle Mash, Amy?
a lot of people are starting to, like, to be honest.
You fake phone- you fake phony bitch.
So it said, Wyoming, I thought you weren't in the drama. Noodle Mash's rotten mouth is all about grifting and drama. So this comment got deleted. Okay. So then,
Sorry, Amy, my beer
my God.
exploded. I'll be right back.
Oh gosh. That was a comment, right, Pristine? That was the one that got deleted.
Sorry, Amy. I opened up
That's
one of
okay.
those Four Locos. Someone told me the other night that Four Locos is what made what's her name pretty fucked up when she was live. So I bought a Four Loco and I'm drinking one right now.
Oh my gosh.
And it
Okay.
just splattered all over my fucking phone. The Four Loco just exploded on me. That's
What
right.
happened to your
Dream was
juice
drinking Four.
box?
Dream
Your
was well.
beatbox. Your
Dream.
beatbox.
I don't have beatboxes. Scotty Baby told me that Dream was drinking Four Locos one night. Turkey Girl knows. So I went out and I bought a Four Loco. Jesus Christ,
I
Amy, these
love
things are crazy.
Applebee's GLM. That's like one of my favorite places to go.
Oh, these Four Locos are strong. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
It's backstage. So we're gonna go through all of Pristine's comments from that chat. So here's one. Well, that perk has attacked me and many of our friends, including you. So she was saying that to Noodle, like, he's attacked me, including you, Noodle. Okay. Then we have, yeah, right, Iva. And then Jill gets a heart. BB gets a heart. Okay, so that's the same one. Hold on. Alex gets a heart.
She
Okay.
didn't heart Iva's
Don't. She's
comment.
saying don't trust. These are Prestine's comments in that live that Noodle
I
put
got
up,
you.
and she deleted all of Prestine's comments.
Oh,
Don't
really?
trust him. And then here she is
Really?
responding to that juicy account. 100,
Right.
100. Wyoming's a shit bag too. Sorry. Lots of things I won't forget. Okay,
I'm
that's
sorry, but that's
Christine's
a fucking
opinion.
Canadian. Canadians use the word shitbag, Amy.
Right.
Only
And then you
Canadians say
have,
shitbag, and they say it like Nikki, shitbag.
right.
You
Mm,
shitbag.
right. Then you have, hey, Alice, honey. Him, he gets two blue hearts. He gets two blue hearts. Iva, noodle heart. Okay, so this is what happened. These are the comments that
Boy,
got deleted.
lots of alts in this fucking Noodle Mash comment
Oops, hold
section.
on.
What the fuck?
And I don't care if my email is shown because it's only for YouTube. Okay, so there's that. LO Alex Tracy gets a heart. So this is all she said. Well, Noodle took what was said, and then here she is. So Noodle got mad, and she goes, "Oh no, I don't agree with that part. Come on," because Noodle took what Pristine said the wrong way. Okay, so these are. Sorry, I agree with Juicy. Okay, about Wyoming. Okay, about Wyoming, not about Noodle. Okay, she was agreeing with Juicy. This is the part where people don't pay attention and they see things, and when you're in the chat and you're texting, you're not talking, so people don't hear your emotion, you know what I'm saying, and things got misconstrued, like they got turned around. So Noodle thought that Pristine was talking to her, you know what I'm saying, like it was just a mess, it was just a mess. So what did Noodle do? She goes live because nobody wants to be in a chat with Cole. Nobody wants to be around him because he's attacked everybody that defended Noodle. Is this it, Pristine? Is this all of
Hmm.
them? Yes. So that's kind of like what happened, right? So she goes live, delete, turns off her chat, so Pristine couldn't respond and couldn't comment. And then she got mad at Pristine that live before the one where the chat got turned off, where those comments were being
Right,
said,
right.
and ends her live, okay? And just took everything the wrong way. And then she goes live the next time, turns her chat off where Pristine couldn't respond, and
Big
is
mistake.
twisting everything and turning I don't know what's going on with Noodle lately. Don't know what's going on with her. She's causing a lot of issues. A lot. She doesn't know when to shut up. She doesn't know, she has to respond to everything. And then she only sees things her way. She doesn't see things in entirety. She only sees it how she wants to see it, and she has to be right.
God loves me. I believe you. Really, I believe you.
It was awful. She finished before she read Pristine's comment and hid oh yeah, she hid the live for a while because she didn't respond to Pristine. Like it was just a huge mess, okay? And then she's mad because we went live, I think it was the next day, and I called her a pussy because she turned her chat off. Because that's what that was wrong. Pristine couldn't even respond to it. Pristine didn't even do anything wrong.
Don't go live and
Okay?
turn your chat off. That's like leaving a 14-minute private message to
Right.
somebody, like what Tiffany does. Don't do that shit, Noodle. When you go live, you keep your comments on. That's what I hate. First of all, if it was up to me, Amy, I would not have comments on while we're live.
Right.
And I've
Well,
always been
and
like that since I've been involved with Critical K. I used to tell her, "Why do you fucking go live and have comments on? Who gives a fuck what
Mhm.
these assholes have to think about you? Fuck them." And she'd be like,
Well,
"But Joe, that's the whole reason why you go live." I'm like, "Nah, nah, 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 nah. You got it all wrong, bitch."
right. Well, and the other thing is too, is that after that live where all this happened, she hid her live, like made it private. And then the next day, before she did the live where she turned her chat off, all of Pristine's comments got deleted. Why? Why were they deleted?
Somebody
And why
blocked
couldn't
her.
she defend herself?
Either
And
she
then,
deleted them or someone blocked her.
well, they were all gone, everything. But hers, Pristine still had her side of it. So that's how we were able to get these. And here's the thing.
Amy, a certain person.
Nobody has to like Cole, because Wyoming, Noodle and Vlad should be. Okay,
Is
so
this the account
this
Juicy
is
has?
the account right here. This is the account right here. Yeah, that came in. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on with the issue that people are having, and it's a very valid point. Okay, is that Cole's done some horrible things to Noodle's friends that supported her and stood by her for supporting Noodle. You know what I'm saying? Like, even
I
with
agree,
me,
but Amy, I can't help but say, well, like, but Irish Twin just said, she's had the dregs of YouTube attack her for years. Then what the fuck are you doing here?
well, so have I, Irish twin. So have I. So have I. And look what's happened. Look what she's doing to me.
Right, but Amy, do you go live and do like, crafting shows and you're not
Mhm.
really a person who goes live and interacts with YouTube, you know?
Right.
I mean,
I mean,
she
give
is.
Noodle a break. She's been dealing with stuff for years. So have her friends that have been defending her. And then she brings Cole back into her chat for what reason? You
Noodle,
know, Noodle can do what she wants to do. It's her channel,
you got to be tough
but we
around.
don't have to support it.
Really, you did what you did to Mrs. P. In my opinion, what Noodle Mash accomplished with Mrs. Portland
Mhm.
is unmatched here in this community. She got a permanent stalking order, not a year, 2 years, three, permanent. Mrs. Portland is fucked when it comes to talking about Noodle Mash. Who else can say that here? Anyone? You, Amy?
I agree with you on that part.
Right.
Like, but
It's
this isn't
unmatched.
about Miss
Bravo,
Portland.
bitch.
This is
Bravo.
about your friends that stand behind you
You got a
and support
retard.
you.
You got a retard to shut up, but she still doesn't shut up about you. She fucking still talks about you. So what did you really accomplish other than constantly putting a retard in jail? It's my opinion that retards don't belong on social media. The UK and plenty of European Union countries have laws against people under the age of, what they consider adulthood, 18, 19, 21. They are banned from social media, Amy.
Mhm.
That's the facts of this world. There's a lot of countries in this world that have bans. Australia is one of them. You cannot be underage and have a social media account in Australia.
Mhm.
Okay? That should be the law here in the United States. Mental cases, I'm sorry, Mrs. Portland. I like you. I think you're a nice lady. But you're fucking retarded. You don't belong on social media. People like Brutally Lauren, who have Wendy the retard on her panel because she gets some donations to buy some fucking crack and dose her friends with roofies the next morning,
Mhm.
they're the dregs of society. But they're allowed on YouTube, Amy.
Right.
And that's the law. The law allows people like Brutally Lauren to come on YouTube and for scumbags like Tiffany to support her.
Right. Well, Noodle wouldn't lie. Turned her chat off. She went at Iva. She went at Pristine, and then wasn't it last week she did another live? I'm being called a liar on stuff, so I'm gonna have to tell my story today. Okay, something I don't want to do, and I really didn't want to do, but it's gonna have to be done because Noodle's still calling me a liar. Okay, when she wasn't even a part of mine and Milan's conversations, she wasn't even there for them. But whatever. This is where we're at now.
Right. Well, she doesn't pay attention to anything that doesn't concern her directly or profit her.
Hmm.
Noodle, it's getting a little obvious that you're really in this for like, to possibly make a little money. It's getting a little obvious and a little embarrassing. You might need to back off that strategy for a little while.
Well, the issue is that she's
She'll never do
upset.
it.
She's upset with all of us because we don't want to support Cole. We don't want to be there. That's not a reason.
Why do people
uh,
care about a fucking alt named Cold Decays?
I don't
Who
know.
gives a fuck if Noodle Mash is sucking his balls or her balls? We don't even know if it's a male or female. Why does this matter?
Because of what he does.
Noodle Mash will fold.
It's not so
Noodle
much
Mash,
about
Noodle,
Cole. It's what Noodle did through the process of it.
but that's what I'm trying to say. She'll bend in any direction that benefits her. Fuck everyone else. She took Bob's money, right? She hated Bob, and she took his money and gladly said, "Oh, you're very nice for saying that, Bob."
Right. And I
What
don't
a
know.
fucking what a how else can you stick your foot in the mud?
And Pristine's hurt. She's hurt. She's mad. She has all a right to all of her emotions, right? Because she's basically stabbed in the back, kind of like, well, I'm allowing Cole here now, so fuck you. Kind of that's how we feel. That's how Pristine feels. And she has a right to how she feels, right? Because when you stand by somebody and you're taking the heat because you're supporting someone that these trolls don't like and they've been attacking you, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just kind of a shitty situation, is what it is.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm trying to look for what Alice said. Boy, it must have been a while ago. Can't even find it.
I'm not hurt anymore. Now I'm like, fuck it. Right. But didn't Noodle do a live like last week and basically turned everything around and lied about what happened? You don't go and delete somebody's freaking comments, turn your chat off, and go after them. You don't do it. And then do another live, top of
So
another live.
so that's why she turned off the comments.
Mhm.
It's because of what happened with Pristine.
Well, and she went after Iva. She went out. I think she went after. I didn't listen to it, but I think she went after. I think she mentioned me. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you feel if I let Lufa into our chat? Noodle, how would you have felt?
I know how you guys feel. I'm a little jealous because Cole is sniffing around my Wendy.
I think they need
Our,
to get married.
our little Wendy, my alt account that I love since day one. We fell out,
Hmm.
afterwards, but we're back friends again. And Cole keeps on. He's the first person to comment on Wendy's posts. I can't even get in there and love bomb my Wendy. Cole's right in there on her. They love each other. I got no
Just like,
chance.
hold on. You were talking for Pristine, just like Nikki spoke for Bob and on Tasha's.
What are you talking
Um,
about?
Irish twin Pristine knew I was doing this. Yeah. So,
All right, so she's cool, but that's Iva. So what is Irish talking about that you were talking for Pristine?
well, because I said I wanted to show the truth and the screenshots of what really took place in Noodles because she's not telling the truth on what happened.
So Irish, what I'm assuming is that Pristine and Amy talk behind the scenes, and that Amy has carte blanche to speak for Pristine on this. So yes, Pristine sent her the comments. That's what's going on.
Look, here's the thing. We're just showing because everything got deleted. We're showing the truth on what happened and how this all went down, right? Because Noodle's still talking about it. Noodle's still talking about it, which gives us a right to respond to it.
Amy,
Okay.
has Milan turned on you?
Her and I haven't gotten into a fight, no, but I'm going to have to tell myself. I've told everybody to shut the fuck up. Like, just don't respond to it.
I'm just curious what has happened as a result of this whole Milan thing with Tiffany.
I haven't talked to her.
You and Milan have not spoken.
I haven't talked to her.
Do
No,
you think it's because of Tiffany?
because of me.
But you think it's because of what Tiffany is saying
Hmm.
that Milan has not spoken to you?
Yeah.
So if you go back at Tiffany and try to fuck with Natasha, what Tiffany said about Natasha Cooper, isn't that just like turnabout is fair play, bitch?
But but with me, with the whole thing with Natasha isn't
Tiffany
about
destroyed your relationship
Milan.
with Milan, and now
Milan
Natasha
and I
Cooper
haven't gotten
feels like
into a
an
fight.
asshole. Natasha Cooper goes live every night here for the last week, and she
Mhm.
has to feel like an asshole because her number one supporter from this community, Tiffany,
Right.
has
But
called her
but my
fat
my
cow cunt, a fat cunt. Natasha,
my
how does it
reason.
feel to go live in front of 200 people with the woman on camera on fucking stage with you on panel who called you a fat cow cunt 24 hours ago, bitch? How's that feel, bitch? I got a
Or being on panel with
60,000
somebody
TikTok,
who
Amy.
attacked,
I'm going to go
or
to the
being on panel with
stellar.
somebody who said you were a child abuser, and
Yeah.
another one on panel that
How's
attacked
that
your
feel,
entire
Natasha?
family.
Natasha, you should feel very confident that you have a lot of good, faithful people that back you, like Tiffany, you know, and all the people that come around you just because, you're Natasha Cooper, the person
Hmm.
that gets 180 people in her lives on YouTube's. Wow. What an accomplishment.
Well, and the thing that got me the most too is that that private live. And by the way, "Love Me Tender" wasn't CJ's favorite song. Just saying. But anyway, that private live, they were the reason I won't play it live is because CJ was being bashed to all kinds of ends,
You know
right?
what's my
When then
favorite?
Natasha went live, but that was her friend.
Right. That's her friend.
Hmm.
Here's my favorite song, Natasha. Hickory dickory dock. This chick was sucking my cock. Oh! You
But no,
gotta.
my response to all this has nothing to do with Milan. It has to do with the situation that because Tiffany keeps telling people that she left us because we were toxic, and that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Just like she turned around and told Natasha the screenshots were fake.
She was going on to become a YouTube star. That's why she left you, Amy.
Mhm.
Tiffany couldn't take your low quality fucking YouTube banter. So she went on to bigger and better people on YouTube, like Natasha Cooper. She's going to be a star one day. You watch her and Jax and Coops, they'll all be like Pootie Pie. Her and Amber, Jax Coops, Bob, Nikki,
Mhm.
AADC Dice Man. That's right. Oh, motherfucker. Hick, Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your pussy smell? Oh! That's going to be Tiffany in 2 years. Listen, hickory dickory dock, you cocksucker.
I don't know. This place is just a
Low,
mess. That's what it
low
is.
quality, low cows. That's all that exists on YouTube. If you're a failure at life, you can't dance, you can't sing, you're not a comedian, you're not a shock jock, you don't know how to fucking do anything. YouTube is the place for you, right? Look at
Mhm.
me, I'm here.
Okay. So I'm going to tell my version, my story on what happened with this whole thing with the people ask, well, why aren't you responding to this? I can't. I couldn't at that time. What was I supposed to say? Debunk what Tiffany showed? You know what I'm saying? I can't because
Right.
it's really what I said. I'm not It's what I said to her. So this is how it started. And it's all revolving around that Trauma History channel, okay?
All right, Amy, did you see what Golden said?
Uh-uh.
Natasha was calling out Tiffany for hanging out with Nikki and Robbie. Then 2 hours later, the whole gang is on Natasha's panel. Flip flopping motherfucker.
Yeah.
Anything for $1 for
All
her
the true
fucking
colors. Okay. So this is why I went and talked to Tiffany about the whole detective situation. Okay. So again, it revolves around the Trauma History channel. I was being told that Milan went to a detective named Detective Perry.
Uh,
And
can I
she
just say
was,
something, Amy, please,
hmm,
before you say this? I was around when this happened. What did I say to you?
I know.
Please.
Yeah.
This was embarrassing.
Well, people want to know what
Really
happened
embarrassing.
because
I'm just gonna
Tiffany,
say something right off the bat, guys. When Amy told me about this was the most embarrassing time I could possibly imagine. IP address from YouTube, bitch. I'm sorry, Milan, but don't fucking come to. I know you're friends with her, Amy, but I gotta say my piece. When people start talking about shit like IP addresses from YouTube, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know what you're fucking talking about.
okay.
IP address from YouTube.
And this is
Shut the
why I
fuck
felt
up.
once I tell this, everyone's gonna I hope everybody understands why I felt the way that I did. Okay. So and I've been hearing about Detective Perry for a few years. Okay. I've just never met a detective so involved in YouTube drama like Detective Perry. So Milan, because the Krama channel was saying things and threatening and doing some really outrageous things. Okay. We all know that. We know what the channel's done. Milan told me she contacted Detective Perry and stuff and sending him stuff, whatever. And I said, well, I want to talk to him. And so then she said, okay. Well, then I think it was the next morning. She calls me and tells me, and she's really upset that she just found, she called down there to get him and she was told he retired. And there was a new female detective that took his place. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Then I was told that the detective did her a favor and got the IP address and that it was Lufa in California. And I said that no way. No, no, no possible way. You have to have a subpoena. Okay. You have to go to the police, your
California, like where
police.
Google is.
Right.
Yeah.
And I told them that. I said, whatever is being picked up, it's being picked up where the Google's hub is in California. Okay. That's where they're at. And so
It's a
anyway, it
place
just,
called fucking Silicon Valley. Okay.
well, I was just like, you have to contact your police and file a police report, okay? And then if they have probable cause, like threats are being made, I mean, come on, they do this shit for like terrorists and like really bad stuff, okay? Not over YouTube drama. This is where I started going south a little bit, like how I felt about things. Like I'm like, there's just no way. a detective can't just pull an IP like that. Okay, they can't even go through their own system to do it. They have to have a
Well,
subpoena
Amy,
signed by a
one
judge
thing,
sent to
right?
YouTube.
Thank you. I was going to just say, correct. A
Right.
detective can get information like that with a subpoena
Mm. But they have to have it through a
from a
judge
judge,
signature.
and a
Right. And
judge
then
needs to
once
have
it's
some kind of proof that warrants the subpoena.
right,
You don't
right,
just get a state trooper to go voluntarily flying through YouTube's fucking servers and find out someone's private IP that they logged into on an alt or any fucking
right,
account. It doesn't work
right,
that way.
right.
I'm
So
sorry, Milan, you should have consulted with me before you let that fucking drop. You really should have, unless she was given wrong info. It could have
well,
happened
and
that
I
way.
know she was upset because there were some really threats, and like not life threatening threats, but things that were being said, right? And I was just bothered by the whole thing because I knew it wasn't true. Okay, I
Can
that's not how this works. And
can
every
someone Google
time,
meretricious, please?
huh?
What is meretricious? I'm dying to know what that word means. Sorry.
You can't a detective or a cop, they can't just sign into their computer. Every time a cop or anybody in law enforcement signs into their computer, they have to enter their ID number, okay? Because there has to be a footprint to it, like, oh, this person may have opened up this file or this, that
Uh,
just that, like, kind of like doctors and nurses, like every time they do anything, they have to put in their ID number. That's how it works with police too. So anyway, I'm just like,
I bet Tiffany knows what meretricious means, Amy. Just a quick little Google search, and she'll know what it means.
so I was honestly like, it really kind of bothered me. It's like, if you're gonna just be straight up with me. And I went to someone I thought I could trust, Tiffany, and I was kind of explaining it to her. And I looked up the detective, and there's only two detective Perrys in the whole state where she
Right.
lives, and one of them was fired
So
and
Tiffany
arrested
lied to you.
for
Tiffany
fraud.
lied to you.
She didn't lie. No, I was telling her.
All right. All right.
And so anyway, and then the other one retired like years ago. Okay. I was like, none of this is making sense. Like, there's no Detective Perry that just recently, like, and it bothered me. And so anyway, I talked to another friend. I'm like, what do I? So she's like, talk to. So I called Noodle, okay, and I said, what is going on with this whole IP thing? Blah 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 blah. And talking to her about it, and she told me that her husband John has this IP free IP app, and they were able to trace this IP to Lufa or whatever in California. You guys, how am I supposed to believe all this? Like, you guys understand like why I went, like, how am I supposed, this is so unrealistic. It's not, this isn't how it works. A Detective Perry can't put my name into a file, or I have to go to my police. Okay. I would have to go to mine. A detective on the other side of the country can't be saying, "Oh, we're going to open up a report for Amy Lovell." You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't. It's so unreal. This is why I went to Tiffany, and I trusted her. And for some reason, she had to bring up, what am I supposed? How am I supposed to defend this? What do you guys want me to say? How am I supposed to go and go up on and defend this when I said
Sorry, Amy, I took a blinker there.
Are you alive?
Hold on.
Okay, so back to what I was saying. How am I supposed to respond to what Tiffany did? You know what I'm saying? Because what were they want? Everyone's saying, well, why aren't you defending this? Why aren't you replying to what? Well, how am I supposed to? Because what I said to Tiffany was the truth. Like, how am I supposed to defend it? So, and I told them, if you guys respond to this, it's gonna do nothing but cause more issues. Just ignore it. And that couldn't be done. That couldn't be done. So here we are. So Noodle, now tell me where I'm lying in this, since you think you were part of that conversation between Milan and I.
Do you think the whole Do you think the whole Noodle Mash Milan thing is what caused Tiffany to like turn on you people?
No, I think Tiffany did it to get people to turn on me. Why would she just why
Because now
Milan
she's
didn't Milan's not even around here. You know what I'm saying? So why would Tiffany just start going at her? Because that's their goal, is to get everybody to turn on me. That's what they're trying to do. So here we
well, that's
are.
she's friends
Now
with everyone who hates you now. Everyone who
mhm,
hates you, she's
yeah.
friends with.
Yeah.
She loves
Yeah.
them. She loves them. She hated
What
them
was it?
6 months ago, and now she loves them.
Right. And I didn't put out any screenshots of Natasha yet. You know what I'm saying? She did that a week or two ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that
What do you
that's
mean? What
here
do you
we
mean?
are. And Noodle's calling me a liar. And she goes, that wasn't even the same detective that got arrested. You're a liar. I never said the detective that got arrested for fraud was Detective Perry that Milan was talking to, Noodle. I said there were two in the state where she lives. And I said one retired years ago and the other one was arrested for fraud like a long time ago, a while ago.
All right.
No detective without a court warrant or a subpoena from a judge, is it has to be a warrant, I think. Has to go in, can go in. They're the only ones that can do it. They have to hand it to Google, and it could take up to 2 months for Google to even get to it. So I
I
just
agree.
didn't like, I'm just gonna be honest, I didn't fucking believe any of it. I'm sorry. A free app
Amy,
isn't gonna locate anyone's address, like IP address.
yeah, you're not going to get it. Everyone knows that. Only idiots believe that. Amy, I heard that Tiffany is trash. God loves me. I heard that Tiffany was trying to make me out to be a pedophile for talking about the guy I put in prison for 30 years, Sean Wingdingland. Is that
Whatever.
true?
I don't listen to any
I
of
got
them.
an email first thing this morning that Tiffany was on someone's panel, that she said something that got cut off, but she tried to make it seem like I was a pedophile, that I was watching a video of a little 6-year-old girl being, molested.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Milan,
Is
one
that
sec. Amy, give Milan a link if you want to, but I want to just square this away before it gets,
mhm.
before Tiffany has a chance to snowball into something. I will show you the links that I had. Thank you, Scotty. I believe you did, and I think you're the one that told me about it. Just before Watts Island, I guess it was 2016, 2017. I had just got out of prison, and I was pissed off that a person like me, who devoted their life to a business in the area of this country that was so savage, that a normal part of everyday life was committing crimes. I don't care what you think of it, but I was pissed off. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I found this asshole on the internet who was literally talking about raping his two daughters. His name was Sean Wingdingland. I'll give you a link after the chat. Here, I'll type it out. Sean Wingdingland. Go type up this asshole's name and see what comes up on the internet. You'll see that he's recently, in 2025, he's now a transsexual, Amy, and he wants to be put in a women's prison with other women.
Mhm. And now she's calling you a pedo for it?
Yeah, because I put him in jail. Give me 5 minutes, Amy. I'll be right back.
Do you want me to send you a link, Milan? I'll send it to you. Okay, I just sent it to you.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I had an escapee trying to get out of the fence. You know,
Again?
yeah, I'm still shoring up the fencing around this place. It's bad. It's bad. You got a lot of escapees late at night. All right, so what else have we got on Noodle Mash?
I don't know. I'm gonna let Milan come up here.
All right, sorry. Noodle Mash is getting a restraining order on Wendy. What? Wendy the retard? Good. Cheryl,
For what reason?
I think Natasha Cooper should come back here. You
Mm.
know, she gets 200 viewers. She'll make some money. Come back. You want me to put it in chat? Hold on. Hold on. I've done this before. It doesn't work, Milan, but I'll try. No, I can't put it in chat. Sorry. If you guys can't figure it out, sorry, you can't come up then.
I sent it to her.
Yeah, let's not be meritorious about this, whatever that means. I forgot
What?
already. Meritorious.
So wait, is she calling you a pedo now over that?
She's calling me a pedophile. That I locked up. Look, some guy who I found on the internet. Okay, he was having sex with his two twin 6-year-old daughters. His name was Sean Windingland. I doxed him on 8chan. Me and a bunch of guys from 8chan got him arrested and got him locked up for 31 years. Last year, he made an appeal, if you search his name, to be placed in a women's prison because this guy, as a pedophile, he's going to get killed in regular prison. So he's trying to get into a women's prison by saying he's a transgender. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's fucked. Now, he's probably going to get let out of prison in another couple of years. He'll never do the whole 31 years, this fucking asshole, because of where he lives. They'll let him out early, and he's going to go back out into society and rape one of your little fucking kids.
See, that's the issue is that people take what you say and twist and turn it around.
Well, listen, if Tiffany wants to paint me as being a pedophile, I'll just fucking rack your ass for the next fucking 6 months,
That's
bitch.
the first thing that these people do though. When they get mad at you, they
That's
turn around. That's
what
they
does she
start
do?
calling men pedos.
What does she do about her own husband, her own boyfriend, Lycan, all the men she fucked? They're gay and they're pedophiles, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you, Tiffany, you son of a bitch. She'll defend the child predator. It sounds to me like she's defending Bob. Bob turned his back on a child predator. Bob fucking took a house, okay? He turned his fucking nose to a guy who raped a fucking kid because he got his name on he got to live in a nice
Mm-hmm.
house. That's what kind of a fickle bitch Bob is. Am I gonna drop in the chat, Joe? I can't, Milan. I can't fucking drop a link in my own goddamn chat. Can you, Amy?
I sent it to her.
Well, if you can't figure it out, Milan, sorry. Then I guess you can't come up. I tried linking it in here, it won't let me. And I know she needs it, but she can't figure out how to open it, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. My whole point behind all this with the whole screenshots and stuff like that is that Pristine didn't lie about shit. You know what I'm saying? She didn't lie about anything at all. And this, I told everyone keep your mouth shut. It's gonna make things worse. And guess what? It did.
Wow, that's savage. God loves me.
Parent wait, just said what? Parents should be what? Euthanize get up to 5 years if the kids are mentally disabled. What? Euthanize? Like euthanize? Like take your kid out? Hmm. Did you drop your vape?
No, I didn't. So that's what happened. Lufa clipped me and Amy talking about this guy, but they clipped out the part where I said I got the guy arrested for 31 years. All right.
Well, don't you think getting someone arrested for 31 years for doing what they did is actually a good thing? Wouldn't that be like a good thing, getting someone like that off the street so they can't hurt any other kids? I don't think that's a bad thing. As one less child getting hurt.
Sorry about that. All right, I'm back. Lots going on here.
Yeah. You know,
Scotty, I'll send you a link. Hold on.
why am I not allowed to tell my side of everything? You know what I'm saying? And for Noodle to be sitting there, what did I lie about, Noodle? I would like to know what I lied about. Joe is Alice.
What is that? She would not. Tiffany won't talk to black people? Why? God loves me. That's crazy, Amy. Look at that. Tiffany won't talk to black people privately? Euthanizing children? That's disgusting.
Oh shit! Maybe I should turn. I'm gonna get my other avatar down.
All right. Get yourself squared away. I'll get you up here. Tiffany, you tried a little too hard to become like a internet sensation. Like a big elite hacker bitch who knows everybody could do everything. You wound up shitting up your name going back to like 10 years ago. You search your name on the internet, it's fucking destroyed. Going back 10 fucking years, lady. I would be. Milan, I kicked everybody off stage. Sorry, Amy, come on back when you can. Milan, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing good, Milan.
Okay, so let's get this cleared up, okay?
All right, Milan, who told you that a regular police officer without a subpoena can
Nobody
find out
did.
an IP
That's
address?
not, I never mentioned an IP address. I gave the detective a channel link. She did an overview. She said the base of the channel was out of California. It could have been the neighbor down the street. It could have been the guy next door. It could have been anybody.
Milan, before you go any
wait,
further,
let me
wait,
finish.
wait a second, lady. Okay, I don't know you. I got to talk my piece about this. Okay,
Okay, sure.
what you're telling me is against the law.
Okay, well, then I don't know what to tell you. It's not against the law when you're making a police
Yes, it
report.
is. If
Right.
you
I never
tell a
had an
cop
IP.
friend of your,
I've
let me
never
tell
had
you
an
something.
IP.
I don't know who you are, but let me tell you something. If you implore a police officer friend of yours to look up someone's IP address
It
through
wasn't an
YouTube,
IP
and they,
address. I never had an IP. I never had an IP. I don't even know what a
then what
fucking
is he
IP
talking
is.
about? Where it comes from?
It was a
California.
channel link. A channel link.
I
A
understand
channel.
that, but you cannot.
It's all
find
out of Google.
it.
All of it's out of Google.
It's all out of
We're all out of
people's
Google.
offices in California. Everyone comes up to
Right.
California.
Thank you. Right.
Okay.
Correct. So
All right.
what are
So,
we talking about?
all right.
And I've said
I'm
that a
trying to
million
understand.
times.
That's
I
all.
said
Right.
I'm
And
whatever
trying
I
to
they're
told
picking up.
understand.
you
Because this is the questions you're going to get from someone like me who's listening to what you're saying.
And as far as the IP address, I never said IP. I never had anybody's IP. I never gave an IP. Never. When I made the report, I made the report because we see what goes on YouTube. I have been dealing with Detective Perry, and I have all the emails. I'm going to go on Monday. I'm going to get my correspondence with them, and I'm going to have that shown. Okay? Now, Amy, when I called you from the parking lot, and when I told you about it, I asked you, I do not want you to repeat this to anybody. This is between you and I. When you asked me, when you told me you were going to do your thing on
why would you? But here's my point, Milan. Why would you have? You said you have all the emails, but why would you have to go down to the police station to get your correspondence? Wouldn't you have that through email?
I have the emails when I would email things that were sent to me that were being said about me. And then when I went down to make the initial report, when I sat in the chair, made the report, gave the names, let them know what was going on, she gave me her email and she said, anything that you feel that you need to show me, here's the email. You can email. We will decide if it's criminal or not. So anything that I get, I email. Prior to that, when I was dealing with Detective Perry, I've already sent the picture of the man, his first name, which isn't Steve. I've been dealing with him since 2023.
Can I just answer Lady Witch?
I've been here for 7 years. I'm not known as a liar.
Let me just answer Lady Witch. Lady Witch, I know that. But what I'm talking about is if I was under the assumption that Milan was telling people she had an IP address.
I never said an IP.
I understand that. I was under the assumption that Milan told people she had gotten the IP address through a police friend of an alt channel on YouTube.
But when you give somebody a channel link for them to trace it, it goes through IP.
That's impossible without a warrant.
Correct.
Exactly.
You have to get in a lawyer.
The only people getting that info is YouTube.
Right. And that's what I told Milan. I said, you can't, you have to have, remember Milan? I said, you have to have a criminal.
Correct.
You have to have a criminal report, and then they have to get a warrant to go to Google to pull an IP address. Now, I talked to Noodle about it, and Noodle was the one that told me that John had an app. And I talked to you about this too. I said an app that he downloaded for free, right? And he was the one that pulled the IP address. And I said, Noodle, there's no way. It's showing, and I even told you this, it's what everyone's picking up is a Google hub out of California.
Correct. So where did it come in?
Why do you think that Bob? Why do you think Milan? Milan, let me ask you something. Why do you think that Bob wants me?
Over this?
Well, and let me ask you a question. Why do you think that Save Robbie wants me, specifically me, to cam up so badly? Why do you think that
I really don't want to talk about Robbie, honestly, Joe. I don't.
I'm going to explain to you why that is, and it's very pertinent.
Out of this
it's very pertinent to what you're talking about. I'm going to explain it to you. Please let me explain.
That's been his thing for years.
I'm going to tell you why. Do you want to hear why?
Oh, okay.
I'm going to tell you why. If you want to hear it, if you let me talk, I'll tell you why. Bob wants me to cam up while I'm live because it's the only fucking way he can get legal action against me and get me fucking jammed up with the police is to have my face associated with the words coming out of my mouth. I refuse to give that to Bob. You know why?
Why?
No? Because he will never be able to achieve that without that.
Okay.
He can eat a dick and go fuck himself. I'm a voice online.
I just want this cleared up.
The police will never invest time or the money to investigate who I am based on this voice or the pictures I've shared. And he's fucked as a result. That's why. Because I'm smarter than him and he's not smarter than me. And I'll always win. That's why I will always win. And everyone else who hates his guts and wants to see him fucking suffer on here and cry like a little baby boy. So when you come at someone on the internet,
now Milan's going to end up getting attacked by Robbie and
No, because I'm not talking about Robbie. I'm not interested.
I know you're not.
Anybody here? I just want my name cleared. That's why I'm here. I did not say an IP address. Detective Perry is real. I have been dealing with him since 2023.
Okay.
He did leave his division. He's on to another division. And I'm dealing with a lady, which I will not give her name. But I will show my correspondence with her when I made the report, because I had a woman call me a child predator, threatening me, all of the things. I don't need anybody getting in my real life.
And who's in jail? Who's in jail right now as a
Nobody's
result
in
of his
jail. I
actions?
made a report in case something
When you're pulling in,
happens.
okay.
I made a report to make sure nothing is happening. Now, if my address, my name, my job gets contacted, it's all, now I know where the source is. I don't
Okay,
know.
I'm not going to
Lufa.
take this up the ass
That's
because I'm
very
starting to
smart.
get a little pissed off.
There's
because
nothing to
what
take up the ass, Amy.
But you
I
told
asked,
me
when I
That's
told
smart to
specifically
you,
do.
I
that
asked
this
you
new
not to
female,
repeat
you told me
this.
this, you told me that
It
this
doesn't
new
matter.
female
You had no
detective
business.
did a
You had no
favor for
business
you and
talking to
did that.
Tiffany about this.
Okay.
None.
And I told you guys to quit doing it, but Noodle has to react. And I said, don't feed
It's not
into
about
this.
Noodle. This is about you
Well,
betraying
why was
me,
Noodle going live about it?
showing
Why is she still
private
talking about it?
messages of mine to Tiffany.
Okay.
That's what this is about. When I called you, I said, Amy,
Because I didn't believe it, Milan. I went to Tiffany and
Well,
talked
you know
to her
what?
about
I've never
it.
lied
That's
to you
it.
in
Because
3.5
she knows a lot
years,
about it.
have I?
That's it.
I've never lied to you in 3.5 years, have
Okay,
I?
well,
I'm not known as a liar.
It's kind of weird when I'm being told first it's an app,
Right.
then it's a detective. What am I supposed to believe?
I didn't tell you know what? You're not going to mince words with me because that's not how it went. It was really
Noodle
cut and dry.
told me that her husband used an app.
Well, that's your private, again, your private convo with Noodle.
Mhm.
This is about me and you.
Mhm.
I told you something. Would you like me to go repeat everything you told me in private?
Oh my God,
I
it was just
guarantee
about
you
that.
don't.
About an IP address. It's not that big of a deal.
I never said IP. I never said IP.
When you're giving,
Right.
hold on,
I
you
said
flat out.
channel
I'm not
link.
going to sit here and fight with you, okay?
I'm
but
not
you
fighting
flat out
with you,
told
but
me
I don't
that I
appreciate
said I
this,
want to talk
Amy.
to Detective Perry. The next day, you
Mhm.
call me and he's retired, and then now there's a new female
Well, it really
that
wasn't
did
the
a favor
next
for
day.
you to pull a channel link.
It wasn't
in
the
order to
next
pull a
day.
channel link and get a location, you have to use a fucking IP.
It was a Google. It was
and they can't
Google.
do that.
I told
No
you
police
this.
department can do that without a warrant. That's
Right,
my whole point behind this.
Correct. And I told you
Okay.
that. And you have to get an attorney, you get a subpoena, and that's how you do it.
You don't even need an attorney. And I told you that too. If there's a criminal investigation going on, the detective can get the warrant. They're the judge. You don't even need a lawyer. And this is what I said the whole time.
Oh, you don't need a lawyer to get a subpoena? Okay. Okay.
No, if it's a criminal investigation that's going on, the detective
There's nothing
can get a
criminal
warrant.
happening. I made a report to protect
Then why would you be
myself.
talking to a detective?
Because how was I going to make a police report in the air?
That would be criminal, not civilly, because of the threats that were being made.
Correct. But my whole point about all
And whenever you're filing something criminally, you don't need a lawyer.
I made a police report. Real simple. Real simple.
Okay.
To protect myself against what was going on online.
Okay.
I told you, and I asked you.
I went to Tiffany. She put out the screenshots.
Right.
Okay.
And now I know that you were sharing my private messages.
But here's the thing.
Tiffany.
Now everything's getting twisted around.
Oh, it's not getting twisted at all. Not at all. It's factual.
Okay.
I told you something, and I asked you not to repeat it, and you did.
And I did.
Not only
and I went
that,
to
you were
Tiffany and
sharing
Vintage,
my
and she put the
private
screenshot. Oh,
messages.
but that's not. But here's the thing.
Oh, no,
okay,
it's
I'm
no
being
big
called a
deal.
liar about the whole detective thing.
Okay, there's no Steve Perry.
This wasn't even my deal. I had nothing to do with it.
Then why did you open
I
your
didn't
mouth
call
to
the
Tiffany?
police and start having
Then why did you open your
download
mouth to
apps
Tiffany?
tracking apps.
Then why?
And I've been dragged for all of that, Milan.
Why did you say something to Tiffany about
Like I was a
my
part of it.
private business? And share my private messages with her, Amy. Have I ever done that to you? Nor would I ever. That was between me and someone I thought was my friend. And you said I was crying? Yeah, I was upset. I've never dealt with the police department in my life. Yeah, I was upset. I don't know Lufa. I don't want to know Lufa. We know her behavior. I protected myself and moved it along. And now comes out 8 months later, all this. How do you expect me to react? How would you feel if the tables were turned and I was talking shit about you behind your back and sharing out your private messages with somebody? How would you feel? Okay. No big deal, right? No big deal. It's okay.
But if it was the truth, then it wouldn't matter.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I don't believe the story. I don't believe any detective's gonna new detective you just met's gonna do you a favor and start pulling someone's location.
Thank you for saying that. So if it's the truth to share out your friend's private messages, it's okay. Okay. Just so we're on the same page. Yeah. That's all I needed to know. I came up here to clear up. I did not give out an IP. I thought it was Lufa.
You're not understanding it. You're not understanding the point behind it, Milan. I didn't believe it. That's just how I felt.
Well, good. I don't believe half the shit you say either.
Okay,
so there's
good.
that.
All right.
There's that. But I'm glad that you let me know. You gave me the green light. As long as it's true, you can share out private messages with people. I'm glad that you told me that because I wasn't clear until right now. It's okay to share out whatever you want to share with people, right?
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I came up here to do to clear this up. Detective Perry is real. I did make a police report and I will be sharing all my interactions and it will be put out. I
Okay.
will never be made out to be a liar. But you both have a great night.
I'm sorry. And you have to have a warrant to have anybody get a fucking link to pull an IP. Like, that's how it went down.
Is there a sock? Do we have a sock in the house? Where's there a sock? Yes, it is on. I'm sorry. I was clearing my throat, Iva.
I don't think she exited it out. There.
All right. I
Am
exit.
I a retard in all of this? Like, you know
I
what I'm
don't
saying? I
know.
have one person saying a detective's doing a favor to pull an IP address. Then I have another one saying that they have a freaking free downloaded app pulling IP. How am I supposed to fill in all
Listen,
of this?
Amy,
I'm
when I
sorry.
heard the
I don't
news,
believe it.
when I heard the news
I
like
don't believe a
everyone else
detective's going to
heard,
be this interested because
yeah.
there's other shit going on. I
What's
don't
up,
know.
Christian? When I heard the news, it was Noodle Mash got an IP
Oh,
address
hold
because
on.
she has a cop friend. When I heard this fucking news, I'll wait till Amy comes back because it's what I was told. Ay vey. This is the craziness that goes on with you bitches. You never remember the lies you tell when you're all fucking worked up.
Am I
All right.
retarded? Like
I,
in all of this?
I, what I'm trying to figure out,
What
what I'm
they've
trying to
done
figure
is
out.
they've let Tiffany get away with what she did. That's what they did. And I don't feel bad for it because I was like trying to get advice on this. Like, is this how this goes? It was freaking crazy, you guys, like crazy.
Here's
And then
what
I
I'm.
have Lufa on my ass for everything
All
because
right.
I was defending Noodle. You know, I supported Noodle. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
This whole
Noodle Mash
situation is
jumped on
just
this.
fucked up.
Noodle Mash jumped on this like unbelievably fast. Milan
Hmm.
came out with some IP address that her policeman friend got her that said Lufa was this fucking
No,
awful.
it was the new detective that took Detective Perry's place,
Or
supposedly.
whatever it was. She
Overnight,
had a cop friend
after I asked to talk to him. Sorry,
that
I
got
was
a
upset.
right that got an IP address and gave it to her. How
Hmm.
stupid do you have to be
She
to
keeps
say
saying it
something
wasn't
like
an IP address. When you give somebody a channel link to look up, what you're grabbing is their IP address. Flat out. That's how it works. That's how it goes.
Christine, if it was in private, it would have been equally as embarrassing. We would have never known about it though. It's fucking ridiculous. You don't get a cop to tell you the IP address.
Right.
It doesn't happen. Everyone knows that. You made a fool of yourself.
All of that over Lufa. And now the channel's AJ. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Oh, please. It's gone. The channel's gone.
Mhm.
I'm sure they have another alt, but who
I
cares?
don't feel bad. I'm gonna be honest. I don't fucking feel bad because it was my head that was fucked with through all of this.
Well, that's Cheryl. That's because uh, Natasha's chat likes Tiffany, and Natasha can't do anything about it. Scotty's cat is typing in chatting. Amy's gone. That's it. Lufa got her. I got Lufa's IP address. She just kicked Amy off the panel. My cop friend got it for me. You're fucked now, Lufa.
Okay.
Sorry,
It's
Amy.
okay.
Lufa kicked you off. Lufa got your IP off.
So everyone tell me when I have all this going on, how was I supposed to react? I can't talk to people in my house or in my real life like what the hell's going on? How does this work? Blah 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 because they don't get it. It's fucking stupid.
We said it. Say. Wrap it up here.
You're roboting. You're roboting. Oh my gosh. Can you find an IP to an extent? Right. And that's kind of how it went down, Lady Witch, is how was I supposed to think about all this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being attacked by channels too, and then I have detectives doing favors and doing this and downloading free apps that's how was I supposed to think?
All right, Amy, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm having very bad internet problems anyway. We're gonna end this. We're gonna wrap it up.
This is why you don't feed trolls.
That's right. Well, hey, look, you're gonna go later. All right,
Honestly,
good.
Joe, am I being retarded about this? Did I not have a reason to like be confused and be upset? Like, how was I supposed to
I would.
react? I'm
I
fucking
would.
human. I have feelings and emotions.
Right? You had
I know how the
a
law works. I know
misunderstanding.
how things work.
Well, that's how things go out here. Sometimes people speak too soon. You know what I mean? And it causes a lot of issues.
Yeah.
Well, it
I'm not.
happens.
I don't.
What are you gonna
I
do?
know what was said. I'm not. I'm not upset about it at all. But what's not going to happen is Noodle sitting here calling me a fucking liar.
Yeah, maybe vet people you talk to, Noodle Mash, in private.
Stupid. Anyway,
Well,
we're
thanks,
going
Amy.
out to enjoy dinner. So,
Good. Me too.
but what I'm not going to do is sit on a panel and start fighting and yelling with Milan. That's not going to happen.
I don't blame you.
These people eat, sleep, and freaking think YouTube all day long. So, did you get your goat?
Yes, I did. But I
Okay.
definitely have to go like restrain these little fuckers. They're roaming all over the place. They need to be
Yeah, I can tell
restrained.
you're tied up with them.
Yeah, I've got to go out there and restrain these fuckers. I found where they're getting out. They're getting out in the hole in the fence, and I found the hole.
Okay.
So I gotta go. I'm gonna go plug that hole up and
Okay.
teach these motherfuckers a lesson. Don't fuck with me.
All right.
Don't you?
We're
Fuck with
going
me.
out. So,
Just like
fuck
Tiffany and just
everybody
like
and fuck
Natasha
your IP
Cooper.
addresses.
That's right. Fuck your IP addresses and fuck you, Natasha Cooper. I don't care about you. I'm a little nobody that makes no money here. I'm not a professional troll. I'm just some big fat dummy asshole who likes making fun of people on the internet. Don't take it so personal, okay, fatso? All right. Thanks, Amy. I
Bye.
appreciate it. Have a good night, all. See you later with Iva. Bye.
Catch a medicine ball. When you catch yourself on your ball, you should be careful. Do you catch my drift? Was what I
Discover new music at listenerpoweredkexp.org.